The Surge.
Smallzy surgery.
The surgery.
This is Smallzy surgery.
What's up, guys? This is Benson Boone.
Please welcome Benson Boone.
In Smallzy surgery on Nova.
Please welcome the incredible Benson Boone.
All right, everybody. Hey, on the show tonight, I've been looking forward to this moment. Benson Boone, dude, welcome to Australia.
Thank you so much.
You're on the other side of the world. You couldn't be further from home.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
Yeah. How are you feeling? Is this anxiety? Is this the furthest away from home you've ever traveled?
I think this is the furthest away from home I've ever traveled, but like, it's a cool feeling. You know?
Yeah.
This is the furthest I've ever been away from home.
Well, can I just say to you, first up, congratulations on like a wild, 12 months or so that you've had.
Thank you so much. It has been very extremely wild. Just kind of a change of events from what I thought I'd be doing, you know?
Yeah, well, okay, well, hang on. For people who don't know maybe the Benson story, do you want to quickly rewind, give me 411, where you're from, and then how you ended up playing shows here in Australia?
Yeah. So, I'm from Washington State, a little town called Monroe.
Yeah, which is not anywhere near Washington, D.C., right? Like,
no.
It's... No, okay.
Yeah, so it's literally on the opposite side of the country.
Yep.
And, yeah, small town, like, very outdoors kind of guy. Did a lot of sports, a lot of, like, mountain biking and cliff jumping and rock climbing and backpacking, and, like, that's just how I grew up.
How many North Face jackets do you own? Like, that's... like a lot, right?
Like 9.
Yeah. See, this is because it's a cold part of the world too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it gets cold. Yeah.
Sure.
But like, I didn't really do a lot of music. At all growing up until I was like 13, 14. I started like playing piano a little bit.
Yeah.
And I just kind of picked it up by ear because my sisters took piano lessons. And that's about the only musical thing I did until senior year of high school.
Okay.
And my best friend asked me to be like the pianist for his band for Battle of the Bands.
Okay.
And it's like a high school thing, like, you know, it's no big deal.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
If it gets it out of math or something like that, I'll help you rehearse.
Yeah. So like I agreed. I was like, cool. I'll play piano for whatever. And we did a couple practices and it was great. And then the day before, our singer quit, which obviously is like sort of a big deal.
Yeah, not great.
Yeah.
If you're about to do Battle of the Bands and you don't have a singer.
So we were like, well, we can either quit or like one of us can sing.
Yeah. Okay, now you telling me, did you have any idea you could sing before? Because you have an incredible voice.
I think about this every day.
Okay.
I literally had no idea. And if there's one person that would have an idea, it is my mother. My mom would know. Mothers always know.
Yeah.
Like,
maybe just when you were singing along as a kid, maybe she may have picked it. Hey, he's in tone. That's a bit strange. Sounds more in tune than the other kids.
yeah, you would think so.
I would think so.
Nothing, dude.
Nothing.
Maybe I just like hit like the lottery puberty or something.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know. But
so you were really sleeping on this gift.
Yeah, it was like it came out of nowhere, and it wasn't even until the day we like performed, because the day before when I was practicing like singing, because they all like just thought I would be the singer. It was good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Like, it was just kind of like the high school band.
Yeah, sure.
And so like it was good enough to be a high school band, I guess. I just knew it wasn't gonna be anything special. And then we got to the next day, and like I didn't even tell my parents that I was singing, but obviously they were there. And like everybody at my high school kind of like, if you were to ask my high school who they remembered me as, like, I feel like it would be like this sports crazy energy kid.
Okay.
Like
not that musical guy who's like always performing in front of assembly, like, not this kid again. Like, we get it, he can sing. Okay.
Yeah, not that guy.
Not that.
Like the guy who would do backflips in assemblies. Okay. Like, that was more me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so like I think everyone was just kind of confused when I got up to sing.
Yeah, we're like, well, hang on, what he can? Why does he sound like that?
Yeah, and I just gave it everything I got, and like my voice, like came out of me like it was there my whole life. And it was a strange feeling. Like, I got halfway through the first verse of the first song and literally stopped and, like,
You didn't know what was going on.
Take it in for a second. My mom was looking at me like, what? And Eric, my buddy who asked me to sing, was like, oh, I knew it. I knew it was in him. I knew it.
Wow.
And it was honestly like, that was the craziest feeling of my life. Like knowing I had just unlocked something that like, I felt like I was meant to do.
I love stories like that because you know what? I speak to people who sing every day on this show, and you always hear a story about, I always loved singing as a kid, and I grew up, and you accidentally found out you could sing.
Yeah, and I'm glad like it took me like my whole childhood to find out, because like,
you would have been so obnoxious with that voice. You'd be like, oh, here he comes.
Yep.
Here he comes.
Yeah. So like, I'm glad I got like a normal non-musical upbringing.
Now, fast forward to me, because then when did Dan Reynolds and from Imagine Dragons come into the picture? When did you start putting stuff up online?
Yeah. It was like shortly after, I started making TikToks, but like not even singing TikToks, just like entertainment stuff.
Yeah.
Fast forward another like 6 months, I posted like my first singing video, and then I started doing singing stuff. So it all still took a while, but like, I went to college for a semester, and then
realized you didn't need that.
Yeah, well, no. I went to American Idol after that.
Oh, okay.
And once I quit the show, that's when Dan like saw some of my stuff, and he's like, hey, I would love if you came to Vegas like for a couple days and we could work together and write some songs and see what happens. And that was crazy. I mean, that was like unbelievable to see a text from Dan Reynolds.
Wild. What a story. And I'm imagining you pinching yourself every day still, right?
Oh yeah. And like, Dan is just a beast.
Absolutely.
Like, he is like 6'5", 6'6", like towering dude, gigantic muscles. I mean, that guy.
I literally saw him in LA like a week ago at his big stadium show.
Crush me,
ripped,
just with his pinky, dude.
Yeah,
it is insane. So it's like, it was so intimidating for me to meet him.
Yeah,
but then so relieving to know that he's like the nicest human being I've ever met.
Yeah,
like, he's just such a down-to-earth guy, and it was amazing. So I'm just blessed to have him a part of my team.
What a wild story. And here you are on the other side of the world playing shows.
Here we are.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
When you found out you were going to Australia, were you like, where is that? Were you like, this is crazy, this is wild? Or did you know that you had a little fan base like brewing along there because you could see the analytics in the socials?
I'd been looking a little bit at the analytics, and like a lot of times on my Instagram posts, I'll post a picture of a show I did, and I'll be like, where should I go next? And like, I'll see some Australias in there.
Sure.
I definitely knew where Australia was.
Yeah, okay.
I would be embarrassed.
Well, that's not, a lot of Americans don't know. They confuse Australia with Austria. That happens.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, we're not Austria. No.
That's quite a different look.
Yeah, absolutely it is. What else do Americans? They think we're English sometimes when we speak. Some Americans think we're from England.
Yeah, like there's a big difference between like, hello, good day, mate, and good day, mate.
There is a huge difference. I'm glad you're able to pick it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're able to pick it. The new song, the song that's been blowing up for you over the last couple of months is In the Stars. How, mate, amazing, incredible song. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's the story? Where's the hurt? What's the emotion? What's the pain?
Yeah, that one I think has the most emotion and story and pain of any of my songs I've ever written. And it's about my great-grandmother, and I was really, really close with her. And she passed away a few years ago, and like, I think when you lose someone or something that you really love, like, something has to be done to be able to cope with that. And a lot of people kind of just bottle it up and don't ever think about it till later in their life.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of pain,
Yeah.
But In the Stars was kind of like my therapy for that, and writing that song really helped me come to a better headspace with her like being gone, and helped me just remember the good parts of her. And like, it's just a very emotional and deep song for me. But the best thing about it is like, as personal as it is to me, anyone that hears it can relate to someone or something that they've lost.
Well said. Well said. The song's incredible, as I said to you. Congratulations on all the success that it's had. It's been blowing up huge. Favorite thing that's happened to you to date since you're like your newfound fame and you're like blowing up, traveling the world, meeting celebrities, being on talk shows, performance. What's your favorite memory to date? Have you got one?
Probably ziplining in Norway.
Okay, not what I was expecting. I was expecting you to say, you know what, doing Kelly Clarkson show, doing Late Night with Seth Meyers.
There was like this experience in Norway was like incredible because like I went to this crazy lookout. Our hotel was at like the hotel. I mean, it was cool, but like the lookout was cool. Impeccable.
Okay,
it was amazing.
Yep.
And then like we went to this zip line place above the hotel, and it was like the coolest thing ever. The 1984 Olympics were held there.
Okay,
it's that ski jump building.
Oh, yeah, sure.
In Oslo, and like you can go zip lining on it. It's crazy. It's on the top of a mountain right in front of Oslo. It's like the coolest thing. And then the next day, I performed in front of like 65,000 people there. And it was like
core memory weekend. That is
crazy.
Core memory weekend. That is.
Yeah.
Hopefully you have some core memories made while you're here in Australia.
Oh yeah.
Have you tried any? You've only been here for like a couple of days or so. Have you tried any Australian things like Vegemite, Tim Tams?
Oh, I've tried Vegemite like before coming here.
Okay.
And
it's a hard no.
well, I haven't had it in a while.
Okay.
But like when I did have it, maybe my taste buds weren't developed.
Sure. No, I wouldn't have, it won't have changed. It won't have changed. It will be as awful as the last time you did it.
Yeah. Do you like it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's an acquired taste.
Like coffee, kind of.
Yeah, you know, the first time you're 20-something, you're like, I'm gonna have a coffee and be all adult, and you're like, this shit tastes awful. And
I'm in that phase, but I actually don't want to try it. It's more of like I have tried it, and it tastes like a tree.
Yeah. I did see on your Instagram story though, you did encounter the infamous bin chicken, the prehistoric dinosaur bird. They're famous here for just eating our rubbish out of bins.
And they're so cool.
They're very big too.
Dude.
Very big.
Do they ever have they ever attacked people?
Oh, I absolutely guarantee they have. Probably taken off a small kid's arm.
Yeah,
They're
I would love to get attacked from one of those.
Would you really?
Yeah.
Well, be careful what you say, because we do have these birds here in Australia called magpies. Magpies. And they do swoop and attack.
No way.
No way. Yes.
No way.
Yeah. So be careful of that. You can get fucked with that ripping my accent off. I'm joking. Before you go, just a lightning round of questions, getting to know Benson Boone.
All
You
right.
ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
One word your friends would use to describe you.
Crazy.
Okay. TV show you're currently binging.
Stranger Things.
Ooh, he's a bit behind. What are we? Current season?
For the third time, actually.
Oh, okay. That's all right then. One celebrity you'd love to be best friends with.
Olivia Rodrigo.
Okay. If you weren't singing, what was you actually? Because you only realised recently you can sing. What was going to be your career? What were you going to do?
I'd either be a Red Bull athlete or I would be an architect and interior designer.
That would architect, interior design, probably. Like chances of becoming a Red Bull athlete, slim to none. Or were you doing good?
I would have done it.
You okay? Something you're afraid of. He's fearless. You have no fears.
Magpies,
great. And then last one. You're here in Australia for a couple of days. Let's go do a Macca's run. Do you know what Macca's is? McDonald's. We call it Macca's. What are you getting? Cheeseburger, chicken nuggets.
No. Cheeseburger and a McChicken, and I take out one of the buns and stack them on top of each other.
Wow.
And then...
That's a lot. Hang on, I'm just processing. Hang on.
And then a root beer.
Okay, hang on. Stop. Cheeseburger. Take one of the buns.
So get the cheeseburger and get the McChicken.
Yep.
You take the bun off the McChicken because the McChicken doesn't have sauce on either side.
Okay.
You take the one that doesn't have sauce on.
Sure.
You don't need that.
No.
Stack them together.
Boom.
Eat that thing. So good.
Okay, great. I know what I'm trying this weekend. A pleasure to meet you, sir. Thank you very much for coming by the show. And you're going to perform for us too, which I'm very much looking forward to. You got a whole bunch of shows around the country, which fans, it's already sold out, so there's no point plugging them. So if you don't have tickets, don't worry. Benson, man, good to meet you, dude.
Thank you so much. It's great to meet you as well. Thanks for having me.
Smallzy Surgery
is a Nova podcast. For more great shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.